It's going to be an Ame Ursa, and then back again, maybe playing on the DK. Trying to do his best super impression.
10 seconds.
That's going to be interesting. I'm excited. Can't wait to see what ends up happening. But Dota 2,
remaining.
It's going on. It's the real deal. Everything's happening. Boom shakalaka. So yes, we're getting ready to get started. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. I'll pause that as well. We don't need that going in the background. Let's turn Shell Hop off. Let me make sure that everything is looking good. I'll do that too. Why not? Just run. So, here we are. Into the game and taking a look at the movements out around the map.
Prepare for
it's
battle.
going to be the Kunkka support with boots first. He's going to make that same movement that we saw previously. Place down the ward up on the high ground. And should be able to maintain some pretty good vision over that side of the map. Let me just make sure that we are also the correct sides and everything there is looking good. EHOME, I do believe, is actually on the opposite side. It's going to be a Radiant LGD. So we'll move them right over here. And then we'll move these guys right over there. Great. So as far as this is concerned, it looks like it's going to be the Magnus versus the Axe one-on-one matchup. Made a little bit easier because you have the CM on the side of the Radiant. So Mag should be able to get... I almost wonder if it's worth it to take more points in Shockwave in this matchup now, since you know it's going to be one-on-one. Might end up being a little bit better. Ursa, in the meantime, they realized that it would be a pretty bad matchup to send him against the Axe. So they try and switch up the laning a little bit now, and I tried to go for the skewer up onto the high ground. Didn't end up working there, the Magnus, unfortunately. And so he is going to move back in now, trying to steal away the rune, and does look like Axe was able to take that away from him. Frustrating situation, I'm sure, for the Radiant. As Rolling Boulder away, tries to get out, but this might just be first blood. They're running him down. There is going to be the salve, the route to follow, and Kunkka going to pick up first blood there as well.
First blood, and here come the shots.
Nicely, nicely done. Boots going to be there early for the Kunkka. And this is a scary matchup. Frostbite into Torrent. And on top of that, your Kunkka has a decent amount of experience in his way towards level 2. And that's why you see the Axe just completely leave this lane. They are going to just let the Ursa get complete and total free farm here, which is a scary sight indeed. If Ame gets big on this guy, it could start snowballing into a very early lead that might even be able to... I mean, this is a type of lineup that can take advantage of it, too. Ursa gets you Roshan. Dragonite allows you to siege towers down. All in all, a very good position to be in, I'm sure, for the Radiant. And how do you break that up? You have a Lifestealer, Axe, Infest Bomb. Axe is so far gained himself a nice little time. He did manage to find a stack here on the large camp while simultaneously taking out the medium camp. And, well, Sunstrike able to get, Light Strike Array. And they find another kill on a maybe. So, EHOME.Keen making the moves that they need to around the map to punish this. Let's see now. Ursa, in the meantime, level 2 for himself. Ame should be able to pressure this out as you get a neutral deny onto the Axe. That was a mistake. He didn't want that to happen, I don't believe. Yeah, that was just a straight-up error. A little bit of a questionable play there by EHOME.Keen, because it's a long respawn time, denying yourselves to neutrals now. Like, he will be able to come back to lane with just about everything. He's going to save that TP, actually. Let's see. Yeah, Magnus took Skewer first and is going to try and stay in this lane to the best of his abilities. Meanwhile, Kunkka getting constant pulls off, does have boots already. If he gets into some like early blink or something, this Kunkka is going to be so hard to deal with. And he gets the full creep wave pull off. Also going to get the deny on this range most likely. He's going to chase it down. Run for it, little guy. And might even actually just end up leaving it alive because they're doing a good amount of damage to this tower. Look at this. This is a problem. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight, they still have the CM in the area who's kind of just been jungling. Only has level 2. He hasn't been getting as much, but now going to be going for the pull over to the side, take down the large Dark Troll Summoner, and deal some extra damage. In the meantime, Lifestealer trying to man up against Magnus, who's getting his mana regen as well. And Ursa Kunkka trying to find and kill off this Earth Spirit. They haven't needed to use anything as of yet. Oh, they get the X off. Nicely played. That was sick. Really well done by Kunkka. Already level 3 at this point. They're going to tango their way through the trees and make the full rotation out. That was so well done. That was a really, really nice play by the Kunkka. Able to get the X off before the Rolling Boulder away, and they find another kill. So all in all, things going quite well for LGD here to start this game. You take a look at the CS battle. The Lifestealer as opposed to the Ursa is about even. You do have the Axe who's getting a lot out of the jungle, but Magnus is also getting a good deal. So as far as like the sort of net aggregate effect, they're both at about level 4. The big difference, I would say, is that you see this Kunkka and how much he and the CM have been able to get relative to the supports. So that's something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. How much can the CM and the Kunkka do together? At level 3 already, Kunkka's going to be moving towards mid, and if they aren't careful, they might just be walking right into hell. That's going to be a stun. They actually get a boulder smash that connects onto 3, but the X Torrent a little bit off the mark. They weren't able to connect it because of that boulder smash. Earth Spirit playing that very well. If he doesn't find that, I think that it is going to be a kill onto the Lina, which would be hard to recover from. Axe is about level 6 now as well, so Ursa does need to be a little bit careful. Gonna get the call off, a couple more spins, and maybe a dunk to follow. Doesn't get lucky enough. All right, Kunkka, level 3, 2 points up in X. That longer range initiation. They have an X available now if they want to try and go on him. It's still not easy to find this kill. Tried to go for the call, a little bit off the mark, does get it now. They have the X available, find it now onto the Earth Spirit, looking for the stun, but is going to be caught in the torrent. Right click's coming through. They don't block him off. That should have been a kill. That was a bit of a misplay either by Ame or by Yang. I'm pretty sure this is HYM actually playing the Kunkka with a CM Chuan.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And Magnus gonna take some more harassment here. He's got to be careful. So bottom lane, they're still dealing a lot of damage here, and that's going to be a kill onto the Axe. A nice pickup. CM, though, taking some damage coming out of the backside of this one. They aren't going to find this kill. It doesn't look like the torrent. A little bit off the mark. There's still a bit of movement speed coming in. They get the stump forward, and they will be able to take down the CM. Well played there. But look at Kunkka. He has arcane boots already. That first blood and then subsequently getting a complete and total free lane for himself, that might be enough for them to tilt the scales into their favor. As this hero is hard to deal with when he gets the farm up. Now the plus side is that you do have an Axe and an Earth Spirit there against him, and these are heroes that can really cause problems for the Kunkka in a lot of ways. X is there. Now they get a good call though, and that's going to be one dunk down. Looks like Earth Spirit will be able to make the escape. But look at how aggressive they're able to play while all this is happening. This is the nice part, is that Lifestealer is quite good against Kunkka. All right, what's next? 3-3. About 7.5 minutes into this one. We can take a look at the net worth and where everybody's sitting. In spite of the fact that you have a lot on those supports for the Radiant, they haven't really been able to take advantage of it the best and sort of snowball on kills. This would be a big one if they could find it onto the Lina. It looks like it is indeed going to happen. So Lina maybe dropping down. They need to find that kill. It is going to be there. Well done. That's the type of thing that they need to make happen. And now you have 4 points up for the Kunkka. You have the first Dragon ulti that's coming out as well. They can try and push down this tower. Silencer is going to be here to try and pull the creep wave past. But they should be able to get at least a few pot shots up on the tower. Arcane Curse. Torrent not going to connect, but they immediately glyph. And so this first DK ulti, still a little bit of duration left. Nah. Axe, level 8, getting closer to that Blink Dagger. Ursa in the meantime.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're trying to see if maybe they can find another pick-off over here in the off lane of the Dire team. He's getting towards that Vlad's. They also have the Earth Spirit here. They stack up this camp again. Might be a good way for them to try and punish is just taking down that camp. The maxed out X, long range initiation. And it looks like LGD gonna try and fully commit for this tower. In the meantime, DK, he's about to have his ulti back up. So you bring 3 heroes down bottom to try and force a rotation towards that area, and then DK could pressure if he wanted to. Instead, maybe he's going to head up towards the top lane, while bottom lane is going to be pressured some more by the Ursa and the Kunkka and the CM. Maybe after they take this tower, they take a quick TP up to the top and try and fight. It looks like that's going to be the option. Ame is here to try and clear out this creep wave, but if they're not careful and they take this fight before things get a little bit too closer, like Ursa needs to be here. This is a really good wraparound and smoke by EHOME.Keen. They're going to find the CM first and silence there onto the mag. Stun to follow. Frostbite's connecting. Lightstrike right off the mark. They actually haven't been able to take down any of these people, but Lifestealer, they're trying to bring down the DK. Ursa has shown up as well. They're going to chase this down. Lifestealer still trying to run away. They have that false promise, or rather, last word onto the Lifestealer, but now he's going to be brought down. Ursa kills him off. And suddenly, this team fight you were hoping to take earlier has gone terribly awry. The tier 1 tower is dead in the bottom. They can think about diving top as well, and they have the X Torrent poke combo. They're already onto the Lina. She is dead. CM looking for more. Wants to bring down this silencer. Has Frostbite back up in a second, but is diving a little bit too deep for that. Instead, they're going to focus up here. They do not quite catch the X on the... Yeah, they do get it for the Earth Spirit. Nicely done. Killing spree for Ame. It's 11 minutes in, and you do have the Blink Dagger for Axe, but this is looking like LGD might be able to just roll away with this one. They've gotten 2 tier 1 towers in the space of 2 minutes, have 4 kill advantage, and this is all on a team that wants to snowball. Like, Ursa can go right now into Roche if he wants to as well and take that down. I don't think that right now LGD, or rather EHOME.Keen, can fight LGD at all. In fact, if they catch Silencer right here, he doesn't have level 6 yet. Yeah, good decision by the Silencer to back out. That would have been the death of him if they caught with the X. And now Ursa taking the Ancient stacks too? Oh, God. Yeah, yep.
Bounty, which will make you have the prize.
Well... where do you go from here? You have maxed out X, so anytime this Kunkka finds somebody, it's going to be a real quick kill. That in combo with Torrent and Boat, it's easy. Mag just gonna die here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I think he's okay. Yeah, he's just gonna RP now. Doesn't have Skewer to follow, but might be able to run down that silencer. Doesn't look like it. Mid lane is where there's more action going. They're gonna take down that tower. And in the meantime, Skewer back. He hasn't killed off the silencer. Does manage to force them away. And that gives enough space for the tower, most likely, to be killed all the way off. With Magnetized down, it seems unlikely that you're gonna see a full commitment to fight this. Just wait for the next creep wave and push it out. Deny maybe? Oh my god, Lina. What a player. But now into Roshan. This is scary too. Axe, Blink with Lifestealer and Fest. It looks like they want to try and take this engagement. And they can do it. There's no Magnetize, which is scary. But if you catch both Ame and, well, there's going to be the jump forward. They find the Ursa Global to follow as well. They do have a lot of damage here and able to bring him down low for the kill, but now comes the boat. They're going to be able to land it onto several here as Torrent lift up. A ton of damage comes out. The CM is silenced as well. Almost dead, almost brought down, but not yet. Able to juke it away for the moment. Frostbite is there as well, and it is going to be the DK running away. Brought down low. Is he going to die? No, as the stick charges as well. Still the Shrine, not quite done, and Ursa did not bring the Roche low enough that they're going to be able to find that kill. They go for the XTP away, and he actually was taunted inside of the base. He's coming back with not a ton of HP, but with the salve, it should be enough to keep him alive. Very, very clutch moment right there. DK definitely was close to death. I think maybe if you just dunk instead of calling, you probably kill maybe there.
You almost had.
All right, stun. Epicenter are still going on there. They're trying to bring down one, and that is going to be Magnus dead. Unfortunate way to start this fight for them, and now they jump in, they call, they taunt. Ame trying to turn this back around. Boat is there, so they are going to have that Coco's Rum to keep him a little bit more survivable. And, well, DK Armlet toggling to his best ability is going to die, though, nonetheless. Now the call connects onto Kunkka. Another bad fight. Light Strike Array there as well. Can CM save the day? I don't think so. Not even, well, it does end up finding one kill, but still, it's 4 dead.
Top tower is under attack.
I love that. Adopted is the line coming out between the two of them. Oh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
My God. So 10-10. LGD, they were looking so good for a little while, but like, I don't know if they needed to force the issue to go and take Roshan. Those couple of fights into that area have just not worked out for them at all. And now, Earth Spirit, Axe, everybody moving in. God, if they run into one of the, if they can blow them up here again. It's 16 minutes in, no Roche is taken, DD is there. Like, if you're Radiant, by and large, this is a great time to try and go take Roshan, but likewise, if you take this fight in a bad fashion and you end up getting picked off here right at the start, Global comes down, they just don't have an answer. They're gonna burst through. There is the Magnus trying to find it. RP only connects onto one of them, not nearly enough. That's gonna be the Earth Spirit dead though. Maybe they can find something more with this. The DK's been able to find another kill onto the Axe. He couldn't bring down the DK through the combination, and now it's gonna end up being a Silencer dead as well. Lina trying to do the most amount of damage possible, but there's gonna be the X combo. Silencer brought down, Lina brought down, 4 dead, 4 EHOME, and that is what they needed. That clears the path for Roshan. That clears the path for Tier 2 towers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Roshan
all right, 17-minute Roche, a little bit later than you might have wanted, but you know, it happens. still certainly not terrible by any means. $6,000 net worth lead into the favor of LGD, and well and truly in control of this game at this point.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Kunkka level 10 has that plus 40 torrent damage. They are moving in again and want to bring down this Magnus, who has 16 stick charges, and well, he is gonna fall, but they end up losing their silencer forward as well. And now CM ulti comes down, almost killing off this Ursa. They do manage to find that one as well. And this just goes to show why it's so hard to play Lifestealer and all these big tanky heroes into an Ursa. He just causes the problems. And the big issue that you always have with Ursa is that it's a hero that doesn't do well taking objectives. But once you have the tanky DK to pressure down the towers, it doesn't end up mattering.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So tier 2 tower dropping down now. Ame ready to dive deep for any of these kills. And they just have to wait now
Dire's middle
for
tower has fallen.
LGD, or rather EHOME.Keen. Now moving to the bottom lane, like clockwork. BKB is going to be the next pickup for Ursa after finishing off Deso. Great way to deal with this. Hand of Midas going back for the Lifestealer. They realize the only way to win this game is by dragging it out to the super late stages, holding high ground.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And already ready to push this down. 19 minutes in, they're sieging high ground, or at least forcing the retreat of the rest of EHOME.Keen. They do not want to throw away this lead that they've been able to build up for so long. Right now, EHOME thought about moving out, but realizing it could have just been a fake back. It's a smoke play now. They have an observer ward on Magnus. He's going to try and place this. Oh, if they make this work. All right, now they spot him. He's not going to place the ward. If they weren't there, then you can place a ward and then try and go for that play.
This'll come in
But
handy.
in the meantime, Magnus is just going to go back for a Hand of Midas to secure the late game, and they'll be good.
Double damage.
Okay. Kunkka, Solar Crest online to make sure that these heroes remain tanky. They have DK ulti. Aegis is still up for a minute and a half. This is really great time management of the Aegis used by LGD. And there isn't any great vision right now for the Dire. Meanwhile, the Radiant, even if they do end up going up there, can still back out after the fact. And they can move forward, place a ward if they wanted to also, which would open up a lot of vision for them. Ame jumps forward, very aggressive play from Ame, but still, they're hitting onto this tower. All right, last word is there. They still have Aegis for another minute. Now it's scary walking up. They need the creep wave to be here, and the minute left on Aegis, this is very tense. Everybody knows what the timer is on Roshan. 40 more seconds. Walking up to high ground, you can see how much LGD just want this fight to go on. And right now they're gonna jump forward, haven't been able to find it, but a good stun comes out. Now the jump forward, they've been able to catch on to another. Lina going down, Kunkka in trouble, but they haven't been able to kill off the Lina. But there's gonna be the RP, isn't enough damage. They have Lifestealer under control as well. Kunkka dead, but guess what? 3 are gone for EHOME.Keen. They burn through the Aegis. Now they're gonna have the Ursa back up, large and in charge, and tier 3 tower gonna fall. Armut toggling for maybe, and this is going to be it. Elena Barracks taking it this very early stage of the game is just so important, and Ame now gonna walk over. No regard for any type of defense. They are gonna take 2 lanes of racks at the 22-minute marks. LGD have been denied lands far too often. And finally, They're on the verge of taking a movement into a LAN event of their own. A stun comes through. Dragon Knight ulti as well is there, and Ame just turns and fights. They take that kill, and they will back up after the fact. Do not want to give away this kill onto DK if you can avoid it, but honestly, just back out. Get the hell away. Let them take that kill. Run away yourselves. This is save your buddy syndrome. They deserted fight, and they actually end up dropping him. Oh, Ame, what a player. That's 2 dead, 3 dead now, and, well, the CM, the one to be the bait for it all, and now they kill off the Lifestealer as well. EHOME.Keen. They had a good run, but it's looking like it was all for naught. 20,000 net worth lead. They pull him back in and drop him back down. Triple kill for Ame. And GG is called. LGD are going to a LAN, baby. 23 minutes in. Yesterday they were denied. You can see them happy as clams right now. They are finally going to do it. They've been so close for so long. Congrats, congrats, congrats. LGD. So it's LGD and LGD.FY that are going to be the 2 Chinese qualifiers for MDL. And unfortunately for EHOME.Keen, better luck next time. I think that's going to do it for me today.